What's going on, everybody? Mike coming in from my house in Moore, Oklahoma. Hopefully y'all had a great day. We had a pretty awesome day. We had a day trip to Fort Worth, Texas, and we went downtown for a little while, and then we went to this awesome keto ice cream place called Delights. I can't wait to take some of my team there in April because it was absolutely phenomenal. But if you guys are watching me live and you see that live button right there, please drop me a 1 and tell me where you guys are coming in from. And if you guys are on replay and you don't see that live right there, please drop me a 2 and tell me where you all are coming in from. So today I am going to be making some easy almond flour bread. I've had a lot of people ask me about giving up bread on keto or low carb. So it is one of the harder things that a lot of people have to give up. The two things that most people struggle with is bread and pasta. And if you can kick those two habits, then you'll have a pretty successful keto journey. Myself, I've lost 27 pounds on this lifestyle, and I'm never looking back. I've actually been able to put on some lean muscle, so I'm not at the goal weight that I was at, but I have kept all the fat and everything else off. What's up, Leslie? What's up, Dwayne? What's up, Salita? And hi, Shirley. Thank you, Salita, for sharing. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing. So without further ado, I'm going to hop right into this. So the first thing, what's up, Daria? How's it going? So the first thing you want to do is you want to have your oven preheat to 350. So if you could drop 350 in the comments. And the next thing that you're going to kind of want to do to prep this is you're going to want to have 5 tablespoons of coconut oil, and you want to gently melt it in the microwave. That way it is actually a liquid. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 5 eggs, all right? And we're going to put them in a bowl. So there is 1. There is 2. 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to whisk this just a little bit. That way, when I add everything else, it is a little bit easier to go on. What's up, Charlie? How are you doing? What's up, Joshua Justice? How are you? How have you been? Hi, Michelle. How are you today? All right. I think a fork would actually be better with this, because that's how I usually make my eggs anyway. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add in our coconut oil. I'm going to leave that there just in case. So this is, like I said, 5 eggs and 5 tablespoons of coconut oil. So we want to get all that in there. And then we're going to put that in the sink. The next thing we're going to whisk in is the salt. So we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And it's almost time for me to buy some new salt, because I'm like at the bottom of this one. Sorry, I was not on the screen there. Oh, no. That was not supposed to go in there. I gotta fish that out. That was way too much salt. And it's gone. All right, so that's gonna be a little bit saltier than I want, but it'll work. So the next thing we're going to put in here is the almond flour. So you need 1 3/4 cup of almond flour. So this is the almond flour that I am using. And just a little tip for y'all, make sure you guys are putting your almond flour in the fridge. That way you're not losing out on a bunch of your minerals. There's some oils in here that tend to separate. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. But you'll have some of your oils from your almond flour separate while it's just in the pantry. So you want to keep that in the refrigerator. So the last thing we're going to put in here is the vinegar and baking soda. So it says to put in 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So what it says the apple cider vinegar is going to do is it's going to help it rise, which is an amazing thing, because a lot of the breads that I have made since going keto, they don't put yeast in them because yeast has a lot of carbs and you have to have sugar to actually use the yeast. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the apple cider vinegar turns out with this. And then the last thing we're going to put in there is half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then we're going to mix it all up. And then we will put it into our baking pan. So I have this baking pan, all right? I put some parchment paper, lined it. That way it's a little easier to take out and put on a cooling rack. That way I can slice it and show you guys a better picture than having to run a knife through and around it. So this is all mixed up. Let me get a spatula real quick so I can get everything out. All right. So the last step that you're going to do is you are going to pour the batter into the pan. So we pour. All right, so I'm just gonna spread this out so it's nice and even before I throw it in the oven. Remember, the oven is set at 350 degrees, and you're going to bake this for 30 to 40 minutes or until whenever you put a toothpick in the center, it comes out with nothing on it. So that's the biggest thing. Remember, depending on your elevation and where you're at, cooking times can vary. I learned that when I was in Vegas because the cookies there took a lot longer. What's up, Trish? Hi, how are you doing? Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. Hope both of y'all are having an amazing day. Trish, you have to go to this place called Delights. Glass pans or stoneware. I didn't see anything different about that. It just says 8-inch loaf pan. 9-inch would be too big. So you're just going to have to play around with that and let me know if it does change things, because I know that you said the last time you made the brownies, yours was a little different. So this is what it's going to look like beforehand. So it's maybe halfway up, and I'm hoping this rises a lot more than this because tomorrow I plan on making something really, really good for breakfast with this, and I need it. So yes, it's called Delights. If you go watch my story, Trisha, you'll see where I went today. It's absolutely amazing. It's healthy ice cream, and it's not too far from y'all, maybe 30 minutes. But that is all for today. I'm going to put this in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, and then I will make sure I show you guys some pictures. It'll probably be 40 minutes after this, all right? I want to try the place you mentioned. It was closed last time. Oh, yeah, that place is amazing. You got to go. I posted a picture in my story. Go watch my story. The flavors they had today were absolutely phenomenal. Michael and myself had the Reese's peanut butter ones, and then our friend had the Andes mint, and they were all good. And they'll actually give you samples, and I think it's like 2 to 4 net carbs per serving. and you get a lot of it. So yeah, so if you guys would tap my face, hit the 3 dots in the corner, follow, see first, turn on live notifications. And if you want more recipes like this and anything else that you could possibly think of, please drop secret in the comments and I will get you added to my secret keto group. And then the last thing I want to know is if you are keto, please drop an avocado. And if you want to be keto, or if you're trying to be keto or low carb, please drop a coconut. That way I can help you out on your journey. And Trish, next time I'm in, I'll let you know so we can link up and we can go over there and check out that amazing keto ice cream place. But I want to say thank you for watching. Y'all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're watching from. And I'm going to hop off here, throw this in the oven, and then I'll let you guys know how it turns out. But good night from my part of the world. Bye!